Next up, this is the final bowl game that we will preview on this show, and this is the last regular bowl game prior to New Year's Day on New Year's Eve. This is the Texas Bowl, Baylor and LSU. We've got LSU 1.5-point favorites in this game, 60 the total, pretty much across the board for this one. This is obviously at home of the Houston Texans, NRG Stadium in Houston. I mean, obviously, look, Baylor's it's an in-state game for Baylor. I actually kind of like the way Baylor played down the stretch from what I'm seeing right now. It's a Baylor Bears team that Sawyer Robertson doesn't look like he's not playing. Looks like he's in, is what I see. There's a couple players in the portal along the trenches, but nothing significant. No major opt-outs yet. Meanwhile, you look at LSU, and 2 O-linemen have opted out. And both of them, by the way, are their left and right tackle. That's concerning. So now you're going to have backup tackles playing for LSU on the offensive line here moving forward. Nussmeier confirmed he's staying with the program, so you would expect Nussmeier to be the quarterback here. But as we've seen throughout the course of the season, when he's under pressure, that's when the mistakes sometimes can happen for Garrett Nussmeier. And now he's going to be working behind some backup tackles. And obviously they recruit pretty well, LSU, but still, you're talking about backup tackles. It's not necessarily something you really love to see. I mean, I'm definitely in on Baylor already. I took them. I like them in this game. I like the way the offense played down the stretch. Now, there is probably a defensive edge to LSU, but how much of a defensive edge? Because LSU's defense, okay, it played better against Oklahoma and Vanderbilt. But those are 2 offenses that are, okay, not great. They had to play good offenses. They didn't get stops. We still remember the Alabama game. It haunts me how they gave up 42 points, couldn't figure out quarterback run from Jalen Milroe, and same damn thing with A&M. And I know Robertson's a pocket passer. Robertson's not a stiff in the pocket. Sawyer Robertson's not a statue in the pocket for Baylor. He can move a little bit. He can run with it if need be. So I think the quarterback run game might haunt LSU again here. Maybe not to the level of the athleticism of a Milroe and a Marcel Reed, but still, Sawyer Robertson can move a little bit. And that could be something that benefits Baylor here in this game. So as an underdog, I like Baylor. I think they can win this game. Lean over as well. C-Mac, what do you think?
Yeah, I didn't have a ton in this game at all. One thing, Robertson's been great. These Baylor team, they went 5 or 6 down the stretch and covered.
6-0 straight up.
He was good
down the stretch. Yeah,
he was good, but they ran the ball.
Yes.
The offensive line was great. I mean, towards the end of the year, they started the year not great. I think they averaged almost 190 on the year, and man, they were just pounding on these teams. Kansas, they just got gashed. Huge games. What do we get from LSU? They're going to have some of their receivers gone, it looks like, and their secondary. Most of these starters look like they're going to opt out. Some of their corners and safeties, so look out for that. Yeah, it's kind of a coin flip. I think Baylor's playing a little bit better. Should be a good game, and there should be points. And Baylor, like LSU, might have a little bit of a better defense, but I don't know. To me, it was a little bit the teams they played. But like if they get a team like Baylor, this gets to a shootout.
Yes, correct.
I think, and like the Alabama game, they just didn't score enough. And when you looked at some of the other ones, they just didn't score at all. But Oklahoma, they couldn't score at all. Vandy, that game was a lot slower. So I know this is high, but Baylor consistently got over this the last 6 or 7 weeks. So should be a game where there's plenty of scores. Maybe just look team total if you like one side here.
All right. So there is the bowl games from after Christmas Day, starting December 26th through until December the 31st. Those were all the bowl games. We've gotten through them all now.